Hello, 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 flockers. We are live with Max. Just thought we would do a pop-up stream as a little bit of a surprise. I know, buddy. You're just as surprised as I am. It's awesome. Awesome, awesome. Hi, Tiffany. Oh, yeah. You want to tell me all about the apples? Hi, Anne-Marie. Bird. Yeah, we decided to do a pop-up stream this morning. Yeah, we're just testing some different software. Hi, Jocelyn. Do tell, Max. You're feeling pretty chatty. Did you have an exciting morning? You watched me unpack the groceries. Do you think there might be some snacks in it for you? Yeah, he's pretty relaxed, fluffing chest up right now. Carol, we're just trying some different software today, so let me know how the quality is. Are you talking about what's happening in the chat? Fluffing checks up. Hi, Winter. Welcome to the stream. Awesome. Okay, Max. Would you like a banana? Yeah, that's super fresh. Okay, I picked it out of the grocery bag this morning. Oops. Would you like a banana? And how about you? Fresh banana? Nice and green. You dropped your banana? My goodness. Hey, what's wrong? Oh, got fluff on it now. Nobody ordered the fluff. Is your foot? That's right. Got a banana with a handle. Is that good? You know, it's just the way Max likes it, nice and green. Really, buddy? Karen says they have a tornado watch. You know, Elizabeth, he probably does. I see you dropped it. Would you rather have a lighter slice of it? I gave a slice of banana to all your brothers. Not better? Thought it might be. Uh-oh. Just goes to show, folks, if your bird trims their beak up at something, it might be the size, it might be the shape, it might be the time. Yeah, T-Cal, I hear ya. I hear ya. Oh, is that a good banana? It's a really good banana. You know what else I have? I have a raspberry. That tastes like the raspberries your friend Laura gave you this week? Or last week? Oh, so good. Yes, we're listening to Toenail. Hi, Lucia. So how's the quality, folks? Audio, video, let me know in the comments. Yeah, he also saw me unpacking the rest of the groceries. Really, buddy? Would you like another one? Mmm, these are really good raspberries. There's a raspberry. So Elizabeth tells us that audio and visual are excellent. Better than yesterday. Awesome. Okay. Yeah, we're coming up on renewal, so we might veer away. Oh, Bird you missed some bad quality video yesterday. We had to restart. We were pulling out our hair. Is that good, buddy? So you got raspberry on your bottom beak. You want to lick your beak? Yeah. Now we usually use a program called Restream so that we can stream to multiple locations. We're doing a bit of testing today with StreamYard. We do have their logo on the page because we're just using the free trial. And the reason why we use software like this is it lets us stream to both YouTube and Facebook concurrently. With the free trial, StreamYard just lets us do one location. And we thought we'd stream special for our friends on YouTube. But it's going to give us an idea on quality. Yeah. It's not cheap to use software like this, but I think it's really important on our Saturday streams. Lucia, happy belated hatchiversary. Thanks, Melissa. Yes. You think it's awesome? Awesome. Oh, some wonderful, wonderful messages. And Sharon's here. Raising Cane's, my friend Sharon, is our moderator. So glad she joined us. She didn't even know we were popping up this morning. So Max, are you campaigning for another raspberry? Let me French Paul. Hi, Chris. Oh. Okay. All right, you gotta wash these raspberries first, buddy. Good job. Now my hands are wet, dripping. Oh. Raspberry? Raspberry? Oh, good job, buddy. How about you? Ooh, those are good raspberries, buddy. Now, Max, I'll have to point out that those raspberries are not just for you. I bought them for me, too. So I get to eat some. Not just about you. We also got Brussels sprouts, zucchini, all sorts of fun stuff. You look pretty happy. Yeah? A little crunchy. Okay. Yeah. Toenail's being quiet for a minute. He only gets noisy when he sees that we're doing a live stream. He wants to be part of it. He learned from Max. Yeah, buddy. He learned from you. Is that good? Is that really good? I thought so. I know, Max. Yeah, I think Max's favorite day of the week is grocery day. Another banana? When all the fresh snacks come in. Yeah, Max is just in the mood for raspberries right now. During the summer, he could take them or leave them, but he must know they're expensive in the store now. Yeah, you actually need a nail clipping, buddy. Where's your clippers? Think we could clip some nails today? That be okay? Oh, that was good. We hear you, Toenail. So yeah, what's everybody up to today? We're gonna play some games with the flock. Gotta finish putting away the groceries. Max is volunteering to put them away in his belly. I think Max might like a shower. We have a bunch of orders to ship. Yeah. Have a bunch of orders. Jocelyn's working on embroidery. Sharon says she's putting up her tree today. Yeah, we put up our tree, and we've just got a little tree. Really? Have I told you that you're missing out? Come on, come. Come on. You're missing out. Yeah, you're not giving me any treats. Not giving me any love. Yeah, you're missing out entirely. Poor bird. We starve you. We only feed you once a week. We never give you a shower. Oh, Toenail loves his showers. You want that? No? Come on, buddy. No? Okay. Toenail just turned his beak up at the banana. Okay. Back over here. Somebody always wants banana. Okay, bud. So you don't want this piece of banana right now. What about you, Toenail? Want to hold it? Okay. I'm not going to stand and hold it for you. You can have it later. I know. I know, I know, I know. Ready to nap? Or are you ready to game? And play game? You look half asleep, buddy. You're not even trying. Oops. All right, how about you catch one more? One more, and then we'll say that's enough of the game. Okay. That's enough of the game, buddy. Here. That good? Is that good? Hello, Toenail. Oh. Pretty bird. Pretty girl. Good girl. Good girl. Toenail, come on over. I got some pasta for you if you'd like. Come on. Come pasta. Toenail, come here. Here. I'm over here with the pasta. You want some? Here. Here. Touch. Touch pink. Okay, throw pink. Yep. And Toenail goes down. Toenail, where are you going? People can't see when you go down there. And people want to see you. They want to see your pretty face. Good job. Good job. All right. Yeah. Yeah, Toenail went for the slide. So Toenail, where's your nippers? Or Max, where's your nail clippers? Huh? Where'd your nail clippers go? They were here. Where did you put them? Hello. Oh, there they are. hid them. They were underneath the skeleton. Hi. Can I get that nail? Let's see. Let's see. Can I get that one? We're at a weird angle. Let's turn to face me just a little bit. Okay. Here we go. Good job. One more. One more. One more. Good job. How about this one? How about this one? Oh, I know. Leave my foot alone. So when I'm clipping at home, I just nibble at the very, very ends. I don't want to get too much off. And I feel for it. I've been doing this for a lot of years. You want to be careful when clipping a nail because there can be a quick in it. And I can sort of feel from the nail just sort of how dry it is. I know that's going to sound weird, but as you clip the nails, the quick does retreat, but it does not retreat instantly. So you want to be careful. You're never going to clip too far because that's going to hurt the bird. And they're never going to want to nail clipping again. That's why I tend to just gnaw off the edges a little bit. Yeah, little dry bits. Good job. I want this nail too. Yeah. Good job. One more. One more. Okay. What's back here? This one. Can I see what I'm doing? Sure. Good job. And these ones are just cat or dog nail clippers I'm using. But if you don't regularly clip your bird's claws, don't molest them. Take them to a vet or someone who knows what they're doing. Max stands really good when I do that. A lot of birds find it really upsetting. And if they're finding it upsetting, they're fighting you, that's when somebody can get hurt, including you. And you can traumatize them with clipping. Max is pretty cool with the clipping because he knows I'm only going to take off a little bit. Yeah. Oh. He gets a bit of a preening. You're in a cuddly mood. Good job, buddy. Good job. So with Max, because he's used to me doing his clipping, it's actually less traumatic for him for me to do it than for me to take him somewhere and have it done. I tend to let his claws grow a little bit on the long side. And there's a reason for that. You know, if it gets in the way of him getting around, I'll clip them immediately. But one thing he really likes doing, you were so good. There you go, buddy. Yeah. Do you want one too? You're in that? No? Okay. You sure you don't want that? Okay. Be a good bird. But I do that. Yeah, so Max does not mind that I do that. He sounds pretty calm. I sometimes get, oh, Mom, did you have to? Yeah, he's just like a little kid, isn't he? But I do leave them a little bit long because he likes to hang upside down on his cage. He's got a dome top, and he likes to swing. And if I clip the nails too far, he tries to swing and his feet detach and he gets really, really, really upset with me as he falls. So I try not to clip them too far. Yeah. Ding. You know, yeah, Max is really, really good about it. Go poop. Good bird. Good boy. Yeah. But I mean, Max has had his toenails clipped by me for many, many years, so he's accustomed to it. And he knows it's nothing to be afraid of. I won't force him to do all of his nails if he says he's had enough. I just sort of read his body language a little bit. I don't go after them if he's excited, because that's not going to end well. But because he was sitting quietly and he was kind of chill, it's like, okay, I'll just go after a few nails. Now, I'll go after a few more tomorrow. I'll just trim them a little bit more tomorrow. As I said, I don't like to trim them too far for a couple of reasons. Number one, his swinging ability, and he just hooks on with his claws and he just goes to town. He loves to swing from his claws. And number two is because there is a quick in there, and I don't want to trim it too far. So I just trim a little bit, make sure that it's okay. I know the quick will recede, and then we'll go at it again. What are you doing down there, Toenail? Seriously? Okay, be good. Yeah. So Max looks like he's ready to take a bit of a nap. So while Max is napping, why don't we take some questions? And I'll start with a question for each and every one of you. Have you heard the news that a Max plushie is coming out? And have you signed up for notifications when it goes on sale? So let me know in the comments. We're pretty excited about it. Right now, we're still gathering some information on the design phase. And this week we asked everybody what color of hoodie they like Max to wear. Because Max is so well known for his hoodies. Thank you, Sharon. Sharon just shared the link. It's the maxmullican.gimmeswag.com. And all you're doing there is you're just signing up so that they let you know when it comes on sale and when there's any specials on it. Because it's only going to be available for a very, very short time. Yeah. So right now we're working on design. Once we're finished design, they're going to send us a proof copy of the plushie. That just sounds weird. I don't think proof copy is quite the right wording. They're going to send us a sample, which is going to be made exactly the same as the final plushie, so we can look at it and we can make sure that we're happy with the quality, that we're happy with the colors, that we're happy with the feel of it. Because that's so hard to do just off of an image, right? So that's where we go next. And once we've approved that, then it'll go for sale and into production. So it's a little bit off, but we want to tell Gimme Swag that we're really, really interested in this plushie, that we're excited about it. And I mean, I'm just over the moon. Hi, River. Yeah. So plushies for me, I'm going to tell you a little bit of a bittersweet story. Our friend Einstein was working on a plushie last year. And actually, if any birdie has not gotten their Einstein plushie, they made a couple of extra, and they're available while supplies last. And they don't have very many left. So if you wanted one of the Einstein plushies, go to Gimme Swag and find it and order it. It's a warehouse sale. And it is the last chance for that Einstein stuffy, because they do a really limited order. So, yeah, just want to mention that to folks. We are really excited about our Einstein plushie. Ours should be here soon. We've been watching the tracking. Now, tracking, you know, it's wonderful. It does ship from overseas, but it's pretty cool watching it travel. Mine went from landed in Vancouver, then it went to Edmonton, and it's en route to Calgary. So I should be getting it really, really early in the week. So if you haven't gotten your Einstein plushie yet, don't panic. They're still in transit. Just look at that shipping notification you got and check it out. A lot of folks have theirs already, but I understand it's a lot of flapping for one little bird. He's flapping as hard as he can to get there. But yeah, super exciting for that. But yeah, so when Einstein had first announced and was mentioned they were going to be doing a plushie and they were going to be working on the design work, a friend of ours, Connie, and I think everybody here remembers Connie. If you remember Connie, just toss some hearts in the chat and think about her for a minute. But our friend Connie, she was struggling at that point a little bit, and she kept insisting she was having some computer problems. And I remember she was so upset she was having a problem signing up for notifications, and I signed her up for her because we were chatting and she was just getting frustrated. It's like, you know what, this is really simple, but I'll take care of it for you. I'll make sure that you get signed up. And shortly after that, Connie had been diagnosed with cancer, and she had a tumor in her brain, and she passed, not long after that. So we really, really miss her. Connie was a good friend of ours. But so yeah, the thought of the plushie is a little bit bittersweet because I remember her saying how exciting it would be if we ever got a Max plushie. And we've got one. Or we've got one coming. Yeah, Lucia's suggesting a maple leaf for Max. Yeah. Well, you know what my dream is with the Max plushie? I'm seeing interest in Max all over the world. And everybody knows Max loves to put on a hoodie or a harness and go for an adventure. And, the hoodie, of course, super cute. And a removable hoodie, how cute is that? So it's the best of both worlds. But my dream is seeing everybody from around the world sending me pictures of their Max plushie in various places where they live. Maybe down by a river or a pond, or maybe at their favorite restaurant. And yeah, Max, you could see the world that way, huh? That would be pretty fun. That's just our neighbor. Turn around. You can go poop if you need to. Yeah, if you're new to the stream, Connie used to be a good friend of ours. She was a good friend to a lot of folks. When she passed away, the bird community, we helped organize this, but the bird community sent, rather than sending flowers, we asked everybody to, if they wanted to send a card to her family. And her family started getting cards, and they got hundreds of cards from around the world. And on every card, people said a few kind things about Connie, how they remembered Connie. And that meant so much to her family, so much more than just a bouquet of flowers ever would have. So much more than a bouquet of flowers with a list of names. But those cards, it was, cost of a stamp really. Like, if somebody didn't have a lot of money, buy a stamp and do a handwritten note in an envelope, just something for Connie. And we'd arrange that. That was really, really special for her family. So we're really glad that we were able to do that, right, Max? Yeah. And I was sort of thinking about that a little bit. But I might see if there's a way to do that maybe on the hang tag. What you doing, Max? What you doing? Oh yeah, River. Tico's always about telling Max to whisper. Yeah, Max, what do you think? Are you having a good day? There's the peanut gallery. Tical's quiet, he's playing. Yeah, Karen, that actually meant a lot to Connie's family. Yeah, so awesome. So awesome, Max. Sharon says that she has 2 birthdays. Oh my goodness gracious, that was noisy. That was so noisy. Yeah. Yeah. So Max, you look like you're ready for a nap, but you need a shower today. Do you want to do a little bit of a quick spray shower? Let's do a quick spray shower. And Max is going to say forget it pretty quick. You can see, hopefully, the water beating right on his feathers and dripping down. Now, occasionally I'll get people asking me why his tail looks so ratty. Sort of, we got that weird little feathers here and a little bit of curl here. And I mean, these feathers here, right? Why are they not zipped up? What's going on? Why are they sort of curled? It's because Max likes to play in the back corner of his cage. He has for the last 19 years. I think he feels safe there. The bottom of his cage, he'll climb down. You see his feathers are perfectly good. They just get a little bit ratted up and a little bit weirdly curled. But he sticks his tail out the back of his cage. So he has bars of his cage and he's sticking out there. It's not because his cage is too small, folks. He's got 6 feet of cage ahead of him. He just likes that back corner when he's playing. So who am I to say, right? It's up to him. He enjoys it. T-Cal, Max is getting a shower. Did you want to climb up and get one yourself? Max is in really good shape for feathers. Yeah. And the water's just beating off and dropping down. So why doesn't he really get wet? And why does all the water just bead like that? It's because Max's feathers, cockatoo feathers, are hydrophobic. They are coated in a bit of powder. And when I go like this, you can see the water just drips right off. You know, it just does not soak into his feathers the same way it does T-Cal's. So he's wet, but he'll be dry very quickly. But a healthy cockatoo has a lot of powder. A lot of powder, right, Max? Yeah. They're very dusty. And when we go outside in the summer, we get wind blowing a lot of that dust out, and he flaps outside. Sometimes he takes a shower outside, and it makes it really easy to deal with all of the powder. But when he's inside, we're going to have a lot more powder and a lot more dust. So with cockatoo, a good air filter is an absolute must. Yeah, we do. Yeah, we got a good one, don't we, buddy? You can see here how much he's enjoying this. Yeah, is that good? So Max does not really like to have his front sprayed. He'll sometimes go for a spray or two, but he likes his back. Yeah, does that feel good? I also want to wipe this down before he decides to shake on me. Yeah. Oh, look at all that. Yeah. Isn't that pretty? Yeah. And turn around. Woo, let's get some under fluffies. Hey, Mom. What's with all the water? With all the water in my under fluffies. Okay. Okay, buddy. How about here? Want to turn around? Turn around. Turn around, bright eyes. Turn around. Turn around. Come on. Turn around. I won't spray your front. I know you don't want your front sprayed. Turn around, though. Let's turn around. Turn around. Turn around. You see that I'm still holding that. Okay. How about I put it down there? See, I'm no longer holding it. You turn. Want this? Turn around. You did good. Come on. Turn. Step down. Step down, honey. Come on. Come on. You want to stay there? You finished turning? Good job. Good job. Whoops. You actually didn't want that. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Beak. Speak beak. We got some toys here. Have you got some toys? I'm going to play with that one. Nice rattle. Make music. Good job, buddy. Is that fun? You know, Elizabeth, when we met Max 19 years ago, he was living in a basement. He knew how to do things. He knew how to scream, and he knew how to bite. And hated women. You could not handle him at all. Right, Max? Yeah. So he's come a very, very long way. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Is that fun? If you can see with light, just take a look at how he's using his tongue to play with that. His tongue acts just like it's an extra finger. Cockatoos' tongues are very, very muscular. And they're also the tip of them is dry. It's kind of weird. It's sort of warm and dry and almost leathery. Like a well-calloused finger, huh? I don't know how to describe it. But yeah. Yeah. Unless he's just taking a drink, in which case it's wet. Is that good, buddy? Yeah. Did you have a good day? Yeah. So we've got Max, you're going to help me pack up some orders. We've got some calendars going out, some Max calendars. So I've got a few of those left. We've got some magnets and pins. Got one order for a necklace. Yeah, Max necklace. Actually, sorry, it was a Tico necklace. I'm sorry, buddy. Yeah. So we've got some orders to ship out. You get those into the Monday morning pickup. Yeah. It's going to be exciting. Yeah. Goodness, Max went poopers. You look pretty happy. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You were happy supervising the groceries, weren't you? Yeah, everything came fresh out of the bags. We unpacked the bags fresh. Thank you, Sharon. Sharon just shared the link for her Etsy store. Yeah. Oh my goodness, Max. What a good bird. What a good bird. You look like you're ready for a nap, buddy. It's confusing with the days getting short. You don't know what time to nap. Sharon says hers doesn't like grocery day. They're all scared of the bags, even though they're Einstein bags. We actually got groceries delivered today, Sharon. Quite frequently, we'll get coupons where it is cheaper for us to get the groceries delivered than it is for us to go to the store ourselves and pick them up. That's like, okay. I mean, I really can't argue with that. Right, buddy? Yeah. So that's what we did. So ended up with a bunch of brown paper bags, which we're going to recycle in those pages. Yeah. They make good toys. You know, Sharon, I absolutely love getting the groceries delivered. It makes life really, really simple. It's one less thing to hassle with, right, buddy? My goodness, Max. My goodness. You look pretty happy. Oh boy. So yeah, it's actually been a lot of fun hanging out with every birdie this morning. Oh, you know, Elizabeth, I'm just going to feature Elizabeth's comment here. And Elizabeth makes a wonderful point. She says, I'm telling people always, do your research very well and go for a rescue parrot if you're thinking of getting one because they can live 70 plus years. Absolutely. I think that is so important, Elizabeth. And a lot of people will look at us quite weird when they start saying, oh my gosh, it's a cockatoo, I want one. And our first reaction is, actually, they don't make good pets. And they stop and they look at me and they go, what? Because just because I have a bird means that the bird is the best pet? No. Parrots are wild animals. And they're very social. They need a lot of attention. They need a lot of care. They make a big mess. They make a big noise. I see Max is making noise on cue. Can you hush, honey? Yeah, we get that. Yeah, they make a lot of noise, but they are a lifetime commitment. Max's first home, we've got his story up, but Max was bought as a baby. And he was bought with a family who loved him. And they had the best of intentions. And, he was absolutely sweet as a baby. But you know what happens when a cockatoo gets a little bit older? 2, 3, 4, they become a bit willful. They hit the terrible twos. And they start getting noisy and they start pushing limits. And around that time, the family had some kids. So the family had this bird that was being willful, pushing limits. They had kids. The bird was being noisy. So I put him in the basement. And he didn't get as much attention. And the only way he got attention was when he screamed or when he bit. So he learned from that family to scream and bite. And I mean, they didn't mean badly. They meant well by him. I think they had all of the best intentions, but it didn't work out for them. So when Max came to live with me, I mean, he was the anti-Bell horror with wings. He had an attitude, and he was really, really hard to handle. I don't think Tico's ever forgiven me. But that's the story of many, many birds. By the time they're 3, a lot of cockatoos are in their second or third home. And once they've learned some bad behaviors, they get adopted by somebody who does not know how to deal with them. They don't reach out to resources like our friends over at Parrot SOS. I honestly wish that Robin from Parrot SOS was around when I first met Max, That would have made life much easier. Because for me, it was all trial and error, and somehow I managed to get something right. But it would have been much easier if I would have had somebody like Robin who could have given me techniques, and it probably would have meant that Max and myself would have developed our relationship years earlier. But it took years, right, Max? And right now, I mean, we've got a pretty good relationship. Yeah, I know Max. Yeah. But Max knows I'm going to be there for him. And he tried to chase me away. Oh, did he ever try? He wanted to make sure that when I told him I was there, I was going to be there and I was not going to be chased away. So he tested me a lot. But a lot of times you'll have birds in rescues, and it's not just because they're bad behaved. It might mean that maybe somebody got a bird for their kid and the kid went to university. Now they're living in a dorm. They can't take the bird with them. They didn't think this through quite as easily. And unlike a cat or a dog, it's not as easy for somebody to just take care of a bird, especially if they're not bird people. Bird people are a special type of crazy, right, Max? But so quite often they'll get put back into a rescue because people don't realize just how much of a commitment they are. So quite often you'll actually find some lovely, lovely birds in rescues. Isn't that right, Max? Yeah. Birds are just looking for a forever home. They're just looking for a family to love them. And that's honestly what I wish people would do, is rather than going looking for a baby, get an older bird. You're going to know what you're getting. You're going to know their personality. Just because they're sweet as a baby does not mean that they're going to be sweet when they get a bit older. Many, many, many years ago, this is before your time, Max. Yeah. Actually, Max did overlap a little bit. We had a sulfur-crested cockatoo named Thena. Now, Thena was a baby when we got her, and she was still being weaned. I was doing all of the weaning. I was feeding her. I was changing her cage, and she loved my husband. Didn't really like me, loved my husband. Great. And when Thena was still fairly young, we separated. And Thena didn't forgive me for this. How dare I let her favorite flock member leave? And I mean, Thena would as soon bite me as look at me, despite the fact that I was caring for her every need. And she much, much preferred my husband in that, and she made it very, very clear. But so was that my fault? No. Birds have different opinions. They have different ideas. They have different thoughts. They have, they're just like humans. I mean, they they have a lot of self-determination. And Thena wanted to let me know that no, this was not okay. I was not the selected flock member. But yeah. But does that mean I'm a bad bird parent? Gosh, no. It just meant that that was not the right match for me. Max didn't like women when he met me, but he made an exception. Now he's pretty good with every bird he would meet, right? Except when he gets tired. He definitely does not like women when he gets tired. Just wants mom or occasional guy. Not all guys either, just a few guys he'll go to. Yeah, like your friend Brian. But they do have different opinions. And, Max, he knows that I'm his person. I'm momager. I'm always going to be there. Like we go to something like Parrot Palooza and he sees his friend Brian. He just loses his little mind and just wants to go play with the guys. He wants to go hang out with Brian. That's fine. He can. End of the day, gets tired. He wants to be with me. He says, sorry, Brian, I'm done playing with you. I want to be with mom now. But that's his choice. That's the way that he's sort of decided that his world is. And that's fine, But every bird is going to have their own ideas. They're going to possibly bond with some family members more than others. Not going to hurt feelings, right, buddy? Tico used to love me and not my husband so much. Yeah. I know, Max. I know. You're a good bird. You're a good bird. But yeah, so Max is doing pretty good. He's pretty happy. But, there's a lot of birds like Max who are just looking for a second chance in the rescues. So that's always a good idea. Now, one thing I really, really like about rescues, and you can have chew on that. That's a good chew. Here, want me to hold it for you? One thing I really like about the rescues, the tag's always fun, is that they actually spend a little bit of time making sure that the bird is going to a good family, that there's going to be a good match, that the family understands what they're getting into. They vet the family to make sure they're in a position that's going to be best for the bird. Now, if I went to a rescue today and I wanted to adopt a Moluccan cockatoo, based on their criteria, I would probably get told no. You just dropped the tag. That was a tag from Parrot Trends. Yeah. But they would probably tell me no because I live in a townhouse. And what are you thinking? I would actually probably be able to put in a pretty good case that I know what to expect. I bought something with really, really good sound intonation, but not all shared accommodation is appropriate for a louder bird. Is that pretty? Is that fun? It's a fun toy, isn't it? Yeah. You gonna take the part? Good job. Good job. They're cute. Yeah. Look at all those toys on there. TKL's got one of these in his cage right now, and he quite likes it. And move this around, okay? And move this. Oopsies. Da-doop. I put it here. There. Now it's easier access. There you go. Oops. There. How about that way? There. Is that good? But yeah, and I mean, they would be perfectly right to challenge and say, "Are you sure about the noise?" And I can say, "Hey, I've got the situation." But right now, I'm not after another bird. I've got Max and Tico, and then TKL who stays with us occasionally. But that's our flock, 2.5, right, Max? But one sad thing is a lot of rescues are just full of birds who are looking for homes. They are really, really full. They're not babies, but you actually know what you're getting. You get support from the rescues. The rescues will help make sure that you get off on the right foot. and they'll put you in contact with resources like Parrot SOS does a lot of work with Mika's Safe House, with Greta's down in Lethbridge, who's actually now servicing all of southern Alberta. She even does some work with so yeah. But I mean, don't expect that if you get a bird, they're just going to be a sweetheart like Max without any work. You need to spend a lot of time with them. A lot of the behaviors you don't see on camera. You know, you'll occasionally hear him yell on camera. I've got a couple of tantrum videos out with him, but he can yell at the best of them. He can be a grouch. I mean, he has his own ideas. Right, Max? Go poop. Yeah. Oh, rescues are a lot of work. Yeah. Yeah, Max. But, you know, if you're supporting Parrot Rescue or you're thinking about getting a bird, think about volunteering for a rescue. You'll get to know some different birds, some different species. Some of the rescues are looking for fosters. I know up here we have a number of foster-based rescues where they want the bird to be in a family environment. They do vet those families as well. Our friend Lori does a lot of fostering. Lori's also failed at fostering a few times, which is why her flock is as large as it is. But, you know, it can actually be a great way to get to know a bird too and get to understand what the commitment is and what the time is and everything else. Yeah, you know, Parakeet Planet, I would not entertain buying a bird today. I would only go to a rescue. I would, if I was, I mean, you know, we've got our flock right now. Teacup, what are you doing down there, honey? Come on up. Are you going to chew on that? Okay, you can shred the paper. But if I was looking for another flock member, I would go to a rescue. And I would probably look for a challenging bird like Max. Why? Because I know I can handle a challenging bird. I know that bird is going to be passed over. I know that bird is going to be a hard one to place. And I know from Max how rewarding it is. But yeah. But I mean, you know, Max today, he's learning new things. Yeah. You were being very, very noisy. Cami asks, did we have any neighbors complain about the noise at the beginning of our time living here? So Cami, I'll just finish off our stream with that story because it's been a bit of a story stream. So what happened when I moved here? I was in a house and I was tired of all of the upkeep. And yeah. And I've been there for 25 years. So it's time. So what I did is I did my research and I went to a smaller place, and smaller places are harder to find. So I found, you know, I was looking at some duplexes, I was looking at some townhouses, I was looking around at different ideas, and I actually liked the idea of a townhouse where I did not have to do any of the maintenance outside. You know, somebody else was responsible for shoveling snow and making sure the grass got cut and dealing with the roofs and all of that stuff, right? Explain to me why I bought in a townhouse complex with 120 units and I'm currently sitting as on the board as president. I mean, that I didn't think out too well, but hey, traded in one for 120, but it's okay. It's okay. It really is. You know, we've got a good management company, and you know, I'm just there to sort of help liaise and make sure that appropriate voices are heard and whatnot. But yeah, so when I bought this place, I did a bunch of research on sound intonation, and I discovered that the city had changed their sound intonation standards for between units, whether it's a townhouse or a duplex. And they had changed that and they'd required better soundproofing. And I looked at what year that was, and that was actually just a little bit before I was buying, so good timing. And I did a whole bunch of research on sound intonation. And what are you doing, Toenail? Hey. What you doing down there? That's not your toy. I know. But I kind of like this place because I wanted a garage. I wanted an end unit because that way if I had to add more soundproofing, I could put it just on one wall rather than on both walls. More windows too. Kind of like that idea. So I had some of my requirements, and I did some sound testing between units. It was a brand new complex built to the new standards. Couldn't get a used unit to the new standards. So I did some testing between units with some high-pitched noises. What could you hear? You could hear through the windows, but you couldn't hear through the walls. And I obviously avoided any of the stacked units because you have more noise going upstairs, downstairs, and side by side. So I tested it. And when I moved in, I didn't put my other place on the market right away. I held on to it just in case I had accidentally bought myself a revenue property. And I would not have been very happy about that. But I moved in with the flock. I met the neighbors. I dropped off a note to the neighbors that introduced myself, explained that Max the Moluccan had moved in. He might be a little bit noisy because he was up in a new place. It's kind of scary. But if they had any problems with the noise, to contact his personal slave, his momager, and she let her know about the problems, and she would make sure that she could deal with it. Invited them to knock on our door, invited them to call us, gave them an email address. We wanted to make sure right up front we were going to deal with it because they were already living there when we moved in. So every time I saw them, I asked them, are you hearing Max? Is the noise okay? Because when Max first came here, he just wanted to go on just shout as much as he could because something was weird. I did not appreciate this. Nope, he's fine. Okay. And about 20th time, Nicole, quit asking. He's fine. We'll tell you if there's a problem. Daughter mentions, I occasionally hear him at night. And I mean, certainly if it was summertime and the windows were open, noise is going to go in and out. I'll close the windows if he gets noisy. But she mentioned she could hear him at night. So I asked her dad, I said, hey, and I asked this quietly, I said, hey, they've got some great white noise machines that are, neighbor's daughter was relatively young. They've got some great ones that are maybe Disney princess themed or something. Can I get her one of those? If she's hearing them at night when she's going to sleep, that might help. And she might appreciate it. And it's like, no, absolutely no need. But, she actually said Max says goodnight to her, but she didn't hear him that much. It was just if the house was dead quiet, she could hear just a little bit sort of outside, but she could hear the cars going past outside too. She could hear people talking when they walked past outside, so it really wasn't a problem. But I think the fact that I made offers like that really made a difference, and the fact that I cared. I mean, I wanted to deal with it if there was a problem, and you know what? 7 years in, we're still here. Obviously, we sold our other place, but we kept it just in case when we moved in that we had to turn around and we needed a place to go back to. So we delayed putting that one on the market. So that's a little bit of a story there. So yeah, I mean, a lot of thought goes into it. And yeah, that was kind of an extensive move because we did have to sort of do the overlap, but we were counting on having a bit of an overlap anyhow. We just didn't put the other place on the market until we knew for sure that it was okay to do so. Right, Max? Yeah. I know. Well, folks, I'm going to end the stream here. I think we've had some really good comments. We've had a good chat. Parakeet Planet. Shush, Max. Right now, we're still in the design phase. You can go to maxthemoluccan.gimmeswag.com to sign up for notifications when they go on sale. But it's going to be a few months yet because we still need to get our sample to approve and show everybody. and then they're going to go on sale. But yeah, definitely sign up today. Sign up, and that's just saying that you're interested in it, and when they come out, you don't want to miss out. So yeah, and they're going to be sold online. Gimme Swag is going to deal with all of the shipping and all of the sales. They do a wonderful job of it, right, Max? I know. And one of the great things about partnering, isn't it, Max? Okay. So Max, we got an Einstein stream to watch in a few minutes. Will that be fun? You want to go watch Einie? Go watch Einstein, see what kind of trouble he's into? Hey, come here. Come. Step. Okay. There we go, folks. We've got a big Max. Close up for the camera. And you see how nicely he just steps up? Nails are a bit scratchy because I trimmed them today. Oh, buddy, step. Okay, you're going to go over here for a few minutes, okay? I'm going to jog outside for a minute. And Tikal, do you want to come up? Yeah, come. Come on out. Come on up. Come, let's say goodbye. Let's say goodbye to everybody. Oh, there we go. There's Tikal. Hi. I know, Tikal. Isn't that pretty? You want to come up here? Okay. And Tikal, I did promise you a quick shower, didn't I? Okay. Yeah. So we're going to just give the bird here a quick shower. And then it's going to be Tico's turn to sit and watch Einstein with us. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Big spray bottle. Yeah. Happy mumbles. Happy mumbles. Yeah. I'm going to run outside. I've had the occasional courier drop something behind my garage, which is not too bright. So I do occasionally go back there and double check. So if you ever are shipping us anything, make sure we know that it's coming so we know to keep an eye out for it. Most of the time, if we've got tracking, we know when it's been delivered and when to go check. I know, buddy. I know. Is that good? You're so wet. So wet. But yeah, thanks for hanging us out with us today, folks. Is that good, buddy? Yeah. Good bird. Good Tikal. Buck.